My competitors in wave one out here to the blue floor. If you are in wave one, please head out to the blue floor for rules. Do not touch the obstacles on the way by, especially if you're wearing a neon yellow shirt or tank top. Blue floor, do not touch obstacles. What are you doing here? Get out of here. No. If you're not in this age group, I don't want to see you. You can be in the action room. Blue floor, guys, blue floor. Blue floor, blue floor. DJ, let me get a little less music through the speakers. Make sure everybody can hear me. All right. Couple things before we get into our official rules. Number one, everybody standing in front of me should have a blue wristband. Raise your hands up. Let me see those blue wristbands. If you do not have a blue wristband, go up to the front, see the young ladies up there, and they will get you one. You're competing in this age group, okay? Across these three age groups. Here's a few things I'm just going to tell you before we start the official rules, because 35 minutes should be plenty of time, but I want to make sure I give you guys ample time to ask questions. The course that we have set out for you guys today is meant to test things outside of just your physical ability to do obstacles. It's meant to test your precision, your mental acuity. Some obstacles it's going to test your fear. Depending on how high level of a ninja you are, there's going to be certain obstacles where you're just going to look at it and go, nope, I don't want to do that. That's okay. So the main thing it's also going to test is your cardio. This is a long course. You're going to be moving your way around the gym. I think DeFranco said yesterday, it's like running an 800 by the time you're done with this thing. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds is the time. Sorry, that's getting into the actual official rules. I shouldn't have just told you that without the clock running. But it is going to test your cardio. Make sure you're breathing, okay? Make sure yeah, go ahead, start it. Make sure that your cardio is on point. 2 minutes and 20 seconds might seem like a good bit of time, but to complete this course, you're going to have to be cooking, okay? So we'll see if anybody's got what it takes to finish it. Now, the start tones that you just heard are the NinjaWorks timing system key-in tones. If you guys were competing in the NNL last year at World Championships or any other competition, here we use NinjaWorks, boop, 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 beep, the lights go white, and you're on the course, okay? Every time you complete an obstacle, you're going to hear this sound. There you go. Should you fail an obstacle, you're going to hear a horn. Don't do it. It's fine. You're going to hear a horn, and then that finishes your time, okay? In young adults, adults, and masters, that's it, okay? You guys will have ample time to get redemption afterwards, okay? So in lieu of having each individual competitor run out, you guys will have redemption time at the end in case there are obstacles that you missed. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You're going to want to be, I hesitate to use the word careful on the obstacles, but make sure that you complete, okay? Completion wins the day. Can I get quiet while I'm doing rules from my staff, please? Okay. Thanks, Drew. All right. Any questions about NinjaWorks timing system or, general sort of ethereal, nebulous statements that I've made regarding your cardio or confidence? Awesome. All right, without touching any obstacles, everybody make your way over underneath the devil steps and along that orange mat. Mats are fine to walk on, but please do not touch any obstacles that are hanging or otherwise strung anywhere in this facility. All right. So, competitors will begin in this start box right here. You'll hear your run music cue up. Judge Mike will make sure that you are ready. He will ask you something to the effect of, are you ready? Do you have any questions about the course or something in that vein? You will respond with the affirmative. If you have any questions, that is your time to ask them. Once you're set, you're going to hear the start tones, and you're going to start up this first obstacle. We're calling this one Thriller. If you've seen the obstacle walkthrough video, continue to pay close attention, even though you think you know all the rules. That we made a couple of subtle changes later in the course just for safety reasons after we further tested it. So just keep in mind for those, and now's your time to ask any questions about rules. Thriller, you're going to start in this start box right here. Make your way up to the top of the warp wall, and then use these 5 skulls with things sticking out of their heads because it's Halloween and we're doing a scary theme to make your way down to this box right here. Now, for this obstacle, this black structure is on, okay? It's the first obstacle. I'm not trying to count somebody out on a ticky-tack foul or something like that. If you need to protect yourself to get down to this, by all means, use this, okay? It's here. That will not be the same for all the black structures around the gym, but on this particular obstacle, you may use this black structure, okay, to get yourself to this platform. Obstacle is complete when you land on this platform. Should you fall back onto the blue mat or back and sideways onto this black mat over here, that would be a fail, okay? You do need to touch this platform on the way by. If you, for some reason, want to overshoot this thing, just make sure you make some kind of contact with this finished platform. Any questions about Thriller? Fantastic. All right, moving on. Make sure you can see the next obstacle if you guys want to move it. What? Oh, yeah, sorry, demo. Sorry, Adam. I didn't mean to stop you from having your moment in the sun. Go get this obstacle. Is this microphone on? Can all you people up front hear me? Spectators? Okay, good. Use the structure. He used it. Used it like it was meant to be. All right. Everybody head out onto the main floor so we can see this next obstacle, okay? Hi, Ben. Obstacle number 2, step by step, okay? Couple of changes from previous age groups. Well, I'll get to the regular parts of it first. You may use any parts of the tops of this structure, okay? Any of these steps, this part is on from here up. From here down is off. No incidental contact, definitely no using it, okay? No contact with the support structure at all. You must stay on top of them. So if you're going to use your hands, that's fine, but make sure that nothing touches below that point. These are on spring, actuator, a little less of a spring, actuator up top. It's going to take a little bit of weight to push this one down. So some of you heavier competitors may actually depress it. Most of you probably won't, okay? They do shrink as they go up. We've removed the mat from here. Now, here's what I'm going to say about that. We put the mat in for the younger age groups as protection. You guys are older ninjas, guys and gals. I think you'd more likely be confused if there was a mat here that you could touch it. And I don't want to call anybody out on something they're not allowed to touch. So this step is like stepping off a curb. It's not that far, okay? But the reason why that mat is gone is I didn't want to confuse anybody that you might be able to step there and then your day's over, right? Your run's done when you screw up, so we took that away. Okay? Finished platform for this obstacle is right here. The wall is off. We've said that the under part of this is off. Ben, show them how it's done. Sure, Mike, go ahead. I mean, I'd do it too, I don't care. There you go. Pretty straightforward, right? Yay! Okay. Yes. You can use hands, but don't you dare touch the underside of this, Evan. Okay? Yes, there you go. Yep. Also, one more that's bad. If you're here. Oh gosh. Are you just gonna demo it? Yeah, there you go. That's bad. Don't let your toe come down and touch, even incidental with your toe down here. Done. Okay? Stay on top of them. Any questions about step by step? Cool. Everybody direct your attention over to this obstacle. This is called Astro World. All right? Some of you who competed with us last year may have some love lost for the Astro Glider. It took out a lot of people last year. This year, I don't want to say dumbed it down a little bit, but we have made it easier than the formation that we put it in last year. Here's what we're going to do with this one. You're going to start on that black platform there. That's the start-finish platform for the previous obstacle. You may touch any black carpet and any green turf on this entire obstacle. Black and green are on. Gray is off. Completely off. No touching the gray carpet here. No touching the gray floor here. No touching the rails or anything in here. Wood is also off. You may touch green and black only. Okay? You may use hands and feet on this obstacle because this course requires a bit of speed. And some of you guys, this is your first time on one of our gliders, by all means, use your hands, okay? Ben is going to demonstrate the obstacle for us. Push and glide, just like you're at the airport. Very nice. Okay? Now, notice he had to push off with a little bit of force, okay? There's a little bit of friction in the system. It's not completely, like if we made them so that they were super slidey, a lot of you guys would slide out on it, and plus, you know, there's just a little bit of friction because the trolleys are heavy. So it takes a little bit of force to get them moving. That's all I'm going to say about that. Any questions about Astro World? Yes? Yeah, all green is on. All green is on. Okay? Yep. That's green as well. Yep. Yeah, if you're colorblind, that's a good point. Anything that's on top, you're good. Don't touch the sides or the floor. Even incidental, no incidental with the floor or this. So like if you catch here and like you're like, whoop, real quick, that's it. Don't touch it, okay? Very few obstacles do we do that on, but this one, it's like to make the distinction of whether or not you used it is too tight, so we're just going to turn it off. Okay? You can use your hands, just don't use your hands up here or on the floor. Okay? Where he's standing is fine. Okay? Any other questions about Astro World? Cool. Everybody do a 180 and look behind you. Actually, everybody who's standing in this position right here, go over there. This obstacle takes up a wide berth, and I don't want anybody to get hit. All right, doing good on time. It's fine. Next up, heavy metal rules. You're going to start on the black platform right here and use the rope to take yourself up to this first metal ring. Notice how that metal ring is attached to a chip clip up into the ceiling, which means when you grab it, it is going to drop and jolt you out of that chip clip. It's going to carry you in an off-axis direction over to this ring here, and then you're going to carry your momentum to the wood ring and to the start-finish platform over there. You're going black to green. Noah, demonstrate. Ooh. Let's get another. Nah, it's fun. Hey, this man has been working hard all day getting this live stream looking amazing. So let's give it up for him. He's pulling double duty for us. So he slipped a foot. Go ahead. Ben's going to get us a clean one just so you guys don't bellyache. There we go. There we go. Thanks. Okay. Now, the reason why there's no mats underneath this is because, honestly, the falls on this thing, you don't need mats. The floor's padded with a couple inches of carpet bonded foam. Also, you guys are taller. We wanted to give you a little bit more room to get your legs working. These structures, those rings, are maybe 7 or 8 pounds. You got another couple pounds of pipe on there. This obstacle will pump you out quickly. It's, and the mechanism up there is designed to move in one direction, okay? You will have to keep your momentum through this. So if you find yourself in a position where you're down at the bottom without any kick, it's going to be a little tough. The floor is right there. It's going to take a big kick, okay? So that's the only heads up I'm going to give you as far as technique. Any questions about this obstacle? Cool. This green platform where Noah is standing is the start-finish platform for this obstacle, which means you may not overshoot it. So if you're coming in off of this ring and you're heading into the next obstacle and you overshoot to this black mat, that is a fail. You must stick the landing to this platform in order to engage the next obstacle. You may not come past it. Obviously, if you hit here and fall backwards onto the floor after you've touched, that would be a fail as well, okay? Yes. Okay. Everybody understand that? All right. Next obstacle is called Against the Wind. We have 5 shrinking wind chimes that are strung up along the underside of the bridge here. You will use your hands and feet to make your way across them and get to this ring and then dismount to this green platform. They are wrapped in vinyl and duct tape, so make of that what you will as far as friction coefficients go. You may not touch the wire up top or the clips holding the wind chimes in place. You also may not touch the yellow part of the structure, the climbing sling, and certainly not the carabiners at the top up there, okay? If you were in a position where you're up really high on it, your hand grazes the wire, incidental, it's up to the judge's discretion. If you use it to your advantage, the judge will say, if your hand's above it, he'll say, move your hand. If you try to advance your position without fixing your hand, the judge will call you out. Okay? Noah, demonstrate. There you go. That's it. Get some. There you go. Obstacle complete. Any questions about against the wind? Any questions? Where? Oh, Sam was talking to somebody. Okay, never mind. There you go. All right, this obstacle is pretty taxing. Okay, you're going to get a lot of energy on this one, so try to get on it and off it quickly. That's the only tip I'm going to give you that one. All right, next up, we've got leftover salmon. So you're going to start on this green platform here. You're going to jump up to this bar. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's your start platform, okay? Here's your finish platform. You can get to this finish platform however you want within these rules. You may not use this bar here or this bar here. In addition, you may not use this structure, excepting, of course, if you're hanging from the bar and the bar is hanging from the structure, okay? You may not climb the structure. You may not use it to your advantage. The idea here, take the bar across. You can lache to this bar here. This wall is on for both hands and feet. Any part of your body may come in contact with this wall. So if you want to cat to it, that's fine. If you want to do a 90 lache and skip this bar altogether, that's totally fine as well, but you may not use that bar there, okay? We're doing a transfer, lache, turn in a corner. Finish platform is here. Go ahead, Ben. There we go. So any of you competitors who are a little bit on the smaller side, that should prove to you you can jump to the bar. Everything should be kosher there. Any questions about leftover salmon? Awesome. You guys are great. Did you all watch the video? You all know. Okay, cool. Connor will demonstrate. All right, next one. Ride the lightning. Competitors will start on this vault box here and finish on this vault box here. You may use any part of these colored platters that are on top of the springs. You may not touch the floor, and you also may not use this part of the structure here. It's perfectly acceptable to pin it down against the structure, but you may not directly step onto the support structure itself. Go ahead, Ben. Ride the lightning. There you go. Okay. Hands are fine. Hands, feet, bellies, knees, whatever. Just don't touch the ground. And if you're going to use your hands, just watch for pinch points. Okay. If you're grabbing it here and you're leaning forward on it, just watch out for those pinch points. Okay. Anybody else? Fantastic. All right. From here, you may take any path you choose, but here's what I'm going to tell you. The fastest path is likely going to be through here over the escalator, okay? If for some reason you get confused and you run this way, you can take whatever path you want to the next obstacle, but keep in mind, this is a finish platform for a later obstacle. So if you engage this, you've failed a bunch of obstacles in between there, so then that would be a fail, okay? You can take your path. We can't fail you on that unless you engage the next obstacle. So keep it simple, go across this way, and go do a jumping spider called Into the Spider-Verse. The soundtrack, that's right. There you go. This obstacle is complete when you touch the black bar. Keeps it nice and simple, easy. Touch that black bar, and you've completed this obstacle.
So we're allowed to touch that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can touch it, hang from it, anything you want. Any questions about Into the Spider-Verse? Yeah, don't touch the tops, okay? I think this kind of goes without saying with a jumping spider, but up top, you may not engage the structure above the wall, okay? This is fine up top. Can you show me, Adam? No good, okay? Faces only and black bar. Any questions about Into the Spider-Verse, the soundtrack? Cool. Next obstacle, perfect circle. You're gonna make your way, you doing this one, Adam? Okay. Make your way off of the black bar onto the silver bar. That blue tape is there as an indicator of pinch point, okay? Here's what I'm gonna say about that. It is not a fail to grab the other side of that blue tape if your strategy is to grab on either side of the bar. The blue tape is there as a pinch indicator, okay? So if you hear me on the mic going, grab inside the blue, it's because I don't want you to lose a finger or a hand, okay? This bar comes around, it'll pinch your fingers right against there, so that blue tape is just there for your protection. We had somebody in the last age group ask, well, do I fail if I grab outside that? No. It's not the best strategy, I don't think, but, you know, far be it from me to tell a ninja what to do. Actually, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So, take it around. Adam, you getting tired up there yet? Fantastic. All right, hop it over the speed bump, land it on this platform. This is a lot harder than the other one, Adam. There you go. Come on. Oh, no. Does he have another one in him? Oh, he was up there for a long time. I just left you hanging on that bar I let you simmer a little too long, Adam. There we go. No, you just have to touch the black bar to complete the previous obstacle. Let's go, Ben. There you go. And dismount. There you go. You do not have to go over the speed bump. If somehow you can figure out a way to get yourself to the platform without going over the speed bump, by all means, give it a shot. It's not a requirement of the obstacle. The only requirement is that you land on this platform. Okay? Beyond is fine, but if you land here, you got to touch the platform to complete it. Okay? That's my understanding of the NNL rule. Any questions about perfect circle? No. Sorry, Tyler just asked that as well. I didn't say it into the microphone. Your feet can still be on the jumping spider, but you have to touch the black bar to complete it. But your feet can still be on the spider when you engage this obstacle. You can get a good push off. Anybody else? All right, cool. Next one, cat scratch fever. Now, this is the obstacle I alluded to earlier when I said we'd made some slight modifications in the interest of safety. I'm not trying to see anybody leave here in an ambulance today, and thus we have changed the obstacle such. Your start platform is here. Okay? You will engage this part of the obstacle, but I cannot require you to do so. So here's what I'm going to say. If you want to try to jump from here to here and get yourself up on top of the platform, that's your finished platform. Okay? My personal thought, and it is the representation of this gym's thought, that this is the easier route. Engage the climbing structure, cat back to there. This obstacle is complete when 2 feet are on top of the platform here, okay? If you have other designs on doing it any other way, I'll just put this out there. This structure is off. No incidental contact with the structure. This blue structure is definitely off. And in addition, the underside of this obstacle is off, which means if you grab around the backside here and your fingers curl under, you're engaging the underside of the obstacle, which is off, and that would be a disqualification, okay? Who's demonstrating this? Reese? There you go. Also, that would have been a fail. He stepped on the black mat. The black mat is there for your safety. You may not engage the black mat. The blue. There you go. Now, here's the thing. If you engage this platform, right, and you're moving forward to the next thing, and you brush the blue on the way by, that's fine, okay? That's incidental. If you get 1 foot here and the other foot's dangling down, or even 2 feet here, and you start falling backwards and you use that structure to hold you on, no good. That's not complete, okay? You need to show, I can't say show control, but 2 feet to this platform, incidental contact with the blue can only happen after the obstacle is completed. I think that's fair to say. You guys kind of understand what I'm getting at there. Yes. Yes, you can grab up here. Sure. Now, here's the other thing. You don't need to fully engage this as a climbing structure. If you want to come in hot and you want to try to tack off this thing and you cross the plane of this start platform here, you want to try to throw it back there, that's fine. Don't contact this black mat. Okay? I don't know if any of you guys are feeling extra froggy today, but maybe. I don't know. Okay? Any questions about cat scratch fever? Yes. Hold up. If you're on this, why you want to do that? Okay. So say I get what you're going for, Carter. All right. So say you're up here, you're out of control. You're like, I can't touch the blue. He told me I can't touch the blue. You jump back to the start platform. Sure. Don't touch the black. And if you're here and you do that, that's fine too. Okay? Don't grab back here and don't touch that black mat. You're totally fine with that. That is a level of control that I would be really impressed by, okay? That's a panel mat, yeah. Any other questions? Awesome. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm sure I'm running out of time a little bit. Oh, I got 11 minutes. Poof, plenty of time. All right, next one is high-flying birds. Noel Gallagher's high-flying birds, okay? Reese, are you demonstrating this one too? Cool. You're coming off that platform, engaging the flying squirrel-looking structure there. I don't know if that's trademarked. You're going to make the connection from there to there. This obstacle is complete. So before you get up there, Reese, this obstacle is complete when you touch the blue nut. Okay? Touch, yeah, I know. Touch the blue nut, and this obstacle is complete. But you must touch it with your hand. Okay? This is an upper body only completion run, which means you may not touch this obstacle with your feet. In order to complete, you must touch the wing nut with your hands, okay? Then nutshell runs down, down, and the finish platform is here, okay? If you fly in this way, your obstacle is not complete. There you go. You must be up on top of this finished platform to consider it complete, okay? So if time's running out and you're like, no, I totally had that. If your feet weren't up here, not there, okay? Go ahead, Reese. I'll clear out of your way. There you go. Just like that. If anybody was keeping time on it, that might have taken you maybe 12 to 15 seconds, okay, to get down that whole line. Any questions about high-flying birds or nutshell? Yes? If you're swinging and you hit the second one, like incidentally with your foot, that's fine. Judge will call it incidental. That's fine. Anyone else? Okay, man, I'm way ahead of schedule. You guys are great. Thanks for watching the video. Into the warp wall room. Nice. I got for our final one. Please don't back your Range Rover into anybody. All right. So, final obstacle is called the climb. It's a straight cargo net climb up to the top. As demonstration of this video, yeah, you're right to laugh. It was pretty funny. Here's the thing I'm going to say. If your foot cargo net and contacts the ground, fine. You can't fail by being on top of the cargo net and having a foot slip down and touch the ground. The way I'm looking at it is if you want to swamp thing your way through this, that's faster. It's not doing you any favors, so I don't care. Walk it out, okay? We're not gonna fault you for that. It's a straight up cargo climb up to that buzzer. You must depress that buzzer such that it stops the timer. If you take a swipe at it and you go, yeah, and the timer doesn't stop, you did not do your job. Your job is to push the buzzer until it stops the timer. So I'll be on the microphone going, he thinks he did, he thinks he didn't do it, you gotta hit it again. And you're gonna be like, huh? And hit it, okay? So it stops the timer. Ben, go ahead. see very clearly your time. Oh, don't do that on your way down either. Do me a favor. Don't grab the light truss up there on your way down. It's not meant to hold weight. I don't want to see anybody get electrocuted and hit in the head. And what was the last thing I was? The timer is there. You can see it on the way up. In order to complete this course, you're probably going to be pretty tight on time. So if you're here and you're watching it count down, it's a really exciting moment. They're all watching it. You're watching it. Are you going to make it? It's great. Okay. That's there for your benefit. Okay. Yes. Colby, you're off the team. Mats are off. Mats are off. There you go. The warp wall's off. The warp wall's off. The side of the net's fine. Just don't touch the mats. Yeah. There's no mats underneath it for your protection. Climb the cargo net. Go to the action room. You get out of here. These are silly questions. All right. Climb on top of the cargo net. There, hit the buzzer, scramble for it. Yeah. Oh, guys, listen up real quick. Young Emmett has just asked a very important question. He said when you're kicking off the jumping spider before perfect circle, can you kick off the blue part there? Yes, you may kick off the blue part. Okay, on the back side. You laid back kids with your hacks. You're everywhere. The time for the course is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, you may have chalk. All right, DJ Pardo, while Nikki's just getting some last-minute walkthrough on the course, very quickly, give me a little ambient music if you would. All right, I've just confirmed that we are live and direct, coming to you from the great Massachusetts town of Wellesley on this Sunday afternoon. We are ready for some hot ninja action. Ninja on obstacle action. Oh my God, out of the gate, Blake Firo. All right, straight out of the gate, we've got the young master, the NNL junior prodigy, the fastest man with great hair, young Blake Firo. Not even a slight bit of applause. If anybody would like to film their competitor running, in addition to the substantial system that we have recording everything, you can stand right behind that black line and catch them coming around there, okay? Good to see you, sir. All right. Blake getting some last-minute advice from judges and Coach Drew. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is never easy going first, but it is a heck of a lot easier when you know you have the support of the crowd behind you. So let me get a big round of applause for young Blake Firo. Judges ready? Here we go. Blake is off like a shot. Now, running first, Blake knows he needs to set out a pretty fast time in order to set the bar for other ninjas to catch up. Going early in a comp, especially with a field stacked like this, Blake knows he needs to get himself squared away early, think the course out, and then just go out and execute, which he seems to be doing very well right now. This young man, no stranger to ninja competition. He's been training down in Connecticut for the last few years, taking the inside track on those wind chimes. Very, very smart strategy. Blake's still flying through this course in a perfect circle. Getting that bar moving. Big hop. Now he's got to set up the dismount. He is blazing. A little less than a minute left. There he goes. Clear for the cat. Blake coming out making a statement. He's got a really good shot to hit this buzzer today. We know he's right at home on these wing nuts. Ouch. There he goes. A little too much on that move. It's just a tiny, there he goes. He's like, oh, it's right there. Right up on top of the escalator. Here he goes. 27 seconds to finish that cargo net. Counting it down. And there he goes. 2:04.40, one up, one down. That is how we set off a course. Blake Firo. Wow. Yeah, this is fantastic. What a duo we have up here early on. Young Jay Lachey competed in our Friday night mini course event, made a name for himself, well, long before that, but Joe Dubuque in the house, out of a sling. Beard is raging. All right, Jay, you just saw what your teammate Blake did. Let's go. Jay is used to going fast. Like I said, Friday night, he participated in Mini Course Madness, which was an all-out race through a series of shorter courses for time. I think he managed to make it to round 2 or 3. won himself some money. He's going to see if he can take home some hardware today. Great shot there. He's doing really well on the course so far. Sticks the dismount. Heading through, ride the lightning. Looking, whoop. Oh, excellent save. Woo! Great save from Jay. Oh, there goes that bar. He caught right up to it. Very nice. Now sets it. Whoa, huge upstart, almost right into the camera. Scaling the cat back. No hesitation. He saw what Blake did just a minute ago. Oh, wow, just linking right through it. Still doing pretty well on time, but now he's got to change directions. Wow, still plenty of time. Falls right into the cargo net. There he goes, on his feet, staying tall on it, hits it. Woo! 151. Is this the kind of day this is gonna be? My God. One up, one down. Two up, two down, I should say. All right. Next up, another New Era Ninja Squad member. The Connecticut Ninjas have come to ball today. I love it. This is exciting. All right. Just getting some last minute clarification from the judges before we set Christopher off on this course. Here we go, Christopher about to set himself up. Onto the Thriller. Down into the landing platform. Now up those steps, stays on his feet. If the day keeps going like this, Judge Mike's right arm is going to get really tired. Very nicely done. Christopher heading into heavy metal rules, using that long frame to close the gap. Very nicely done. Now up onto those wind chimes. Our first two competitors made this obstacle look very, very easy. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, it is not. But as I instructed during the rules, it's in their best interest to get on and off it quickly. It can tax you, especially for later in this course. There we go. And Christopher throwing quickly. Now he's eyeing up that bar. Oh, the one-handed grab, wow. Okay. Now, Christopher's showing a little bit of signs of fatigue here. Or he might just be slowing down to make sure he gets this balance right. Okay. He's got to steady those knees and ride that lightning. Very nicely done. Over the top. Into the Spider-Verse. Whoa, little slip. Uses his grip strength to hold on tight. There he goes. Oof. There it is. And he's clear. Onto the cat. All right. All right, we just wanted to make sure we got that one right. Chris was moving so fast he forgot to touch the black bar on his way by. That was considered and done over in the rules as completion of that obstacle. His coach was right on top of it. Drew instructed him to go back and touch it, which he did. He'll get credit for that obstacle and the following before his time expired. All right, got the thumbs up from Isaiah. Tech is set. This crack team of staff we got working here this weekend, man, I can't tell you guys enough how awesome it is to have such a great crew, making sure everybody gets it done. Former member of our crew, now a nomad independent ninja, Carter Smith. Holy smokes! That's a fast way to do that obstacle. Let it never be said that Carter Smith is not a I don't want to call him a sellout because that just sounds mean. He's not afraid to sacrifice his body for the sake of fast ninja. If there's an opportunity for him to cut a corner, hack down some time, he will do it. Never the most orthodox, but always entertaining. If he can put this together, man, Carter Smith. Woo. Working hard up there on those wind chimes. There you go. It's getting so tiny. There he goes. He's got the ring. Drops it out. Oh, but didn't get a lot of momentum off it. There he goes. Nice easy kick. Ooh. Good wherewithal to keep his hands off the structure. I think Carter Smith must have had a little extra coffee this morning. He is sharp today. He's low, legs up. All right, now he's got to work for that next bar. There he goes. 54 seconds left for Carter Smith. Into Ride the Lightning. Hands and feet, very good. He's still alive. The speed wobbles. There he goes. Carter's got the black bar, got completion for that. Also, watch your hand. There you go. There's that pinch we were talking about. As I said, oh, and just peels off the bar, man. What an entertaining run from Carter Smith. Love it, love it. All right, next up, one half of the dynamic duo of the Schreiber family that'll be completing with us here today. Some would argue the better half. Patience stepping to the start line. She is a National Ninja League finalist. Kids are here cheering her on. Patience setting out on Thriller. She's an avid rock climber, personal trainer, group exercise instructor, all-around fitness enthusiast. And Thriller completer as she moves on to step by step. There we go. Being careful to avoid the wall, keeping those arms up. That's it, finding a little rhythm. And she needs a quick step, a quick step. Look at the balance out of Patience. Big step and a skip, and she is off. Now, straight from that, really tough balancing ascending obstacle into a big push-off obstacle. Different kind of balance going on here. There we go. Needs a big push off. Catches up to it, and we're good. Patience into obstacle 4 to show off that grip strength. Whoop. She can reset. Getting some coaching here from Coach Paulina. Whoop. Struggling a little bit here with the rope. There we go. Woo! Takes the drop. But now she's in the middle of nowhere. Can she work for this one? This is going to take some work. Side to side, trying to find anything that'll get her back in a position to make some movement. She's got the rope. That'll help. Time winding down. Trying. Showing that perseverance. And that'll do it for pay. Good effort. Just a little struggle on that heavy metal. All right. Next up, another ninja from Connecticut. Driving up here on a rainy day. Thank you guys for doing that. Thomas Rowland, sorry if I mispronounced your last name. All right, Thomas. Thomas with excellent taste in music. Big resurgence of Queen lately. Everybody's on that Queen train. Oh, no! That is it for young Thomas. Young Thomas. That's it. There's no run out in young adults. Thomas, we apologize. It happens. We'll get you back in redemption time, man. Wow. It has to happen to somebody. We know it is, but he'll get redemption here in a little bit. Next up, Seth Landry. His second year competing out of wearing his Real Life Ninja Academy shirt. Seth on the Thriller. It all looks well and good till you get up there, and then you're like, oh, there's not a lot of room to put my hands on those things. He's got to figure out a way to get himself down to that platform. There we go. He was just waiting for the song to kick in a little bit. Then he was going to set it off. Oh, no! The step off the step. But we had such a good run going there for a while, but you know, if anybody can break this little curse of bad luck that we have going on here, it's our next competitor. They call him the Breen Machine. Emmett Breen. No stranger to ninja competition. Decided not to give me any information about him, so I'm going to have to make some stuff up. We've watched Emmett compete for the last few years. Always happy to have him up here at this event. I think this is his 3rd season in the NNL competing with us. Always tends to do pretty well at our comps. Hopefully today's another day. We saw Blake and Jay go out early, hit buzzers. You know that's what Emmett's got on his mind too. He knows he can do it. He has the skills. Just has to put them all together. Emmett, no stranger to the NNL World Championships. If he's not qualified already, I got to imagine that he's making a pretty good bid for it today. Excellent control around that corner. Chalk boy Nolan giving him some instructions. Emmett fighting hard on those wind chimes. Woo, spending a lot of energy up there. Oh boy. Look at the look of intensity on his face. There we go. Right into this next one. Man, the grimace of struggle. Here he goes. Big deep breath as he heads into Ride the Lightning. Sets his steps. Ooh, great save on that middle stage 4 logo. Excellent cat. That was a quick move up there. Now he's off to the races. Into the Spider-Verse. Touches the black bar. Watches his hands on the bar. Flips it, and very smart cross-up dismount. Nice job. Coming up the cat back, eyes it again, takes it across. Now, coming down the lane with 26 seconds, he is going to have to move. Oh, Lincoln all day long. He's clear of high-flying birds. He's moving through the nutshell. 10 seconds left to go. Just has to feel it, has to get that right feel. Rushed it a little bit. Whew. So there's a great example, ninjas, of expediency on the early part of the course can really benefit you later. These obstacles that make up the last 11, 12, 13 can be done quickly, but you've expended a lot of energy to that point. You can do yourself a favor if you're quick through the first few. Next up, Anthony Jordan. The dabbing ninja. Let's see if we can get him to give us a dab at the top of the cargo net. He's got a few obstacles between him and them, but one less after he completes the thriller. 1 down, 12 to go. Little push off, rides it. There he goes. Hands and feet allowed. Trying to get it squared away. Big jump. Oh, no, just couldn't stick the jump. That's it, Anthony. That's it. That's it, Anthony. You're done. You're done. There's no runouts in the young adult division. Fall and you're done in the big leagues. He'll get it back in redemption time. He didn't come out today just to do a couple obstacles. We'll make sure we give you guys plenty of time afterwards. All right, next up at the start line, a young man representing TA Fitness out of Weymouth. Weymouth, the home of the Bruins' Charlie Coyle, one of my favorite new players. Wears number 13. There are 13 obstacles on this course, and Tyler is looking to do all of them. Moving with good pace, electing to go hands and knees, bowing before the difficulty of Astro World, and clears it. Certain obstacles humble you in more real ways than others. There he goes. Good circle hips and reaches out, takes a nice line into that platform. Tyler's been training down at TA Fitness for 4 years now, and he loves designing and building obstacles in his backyard. I got news for you, Tyler. One of the easiest obstacles to build are these wind chimes, but they are some of the hardest to do. This is a tall young man getting his feet up on that last wind chime. Great job. Very nicely done. Now as he heads into leftover salmon, let's hope it's fresh. Sticks the transition. Takes it across. And there we go. Steps onto Ride the Lightning. Gets his hands on it. Big lumbering steps across as Tyler rumbles and stumbles his way into the Spider-Verse. 14 seconds left. He touched it with his hair. There he goes. He's clear. Can he get the cat? No, he stepped on the black mat anyway. All right. I literally saw his hair touch the bar on the way by. Like, make sure he gets credit for that one. That's some high-level move hacking right there. All right, next up, Dan Champagne. Dan, a veteran of competing in the NNL here at Action Athletics. I think Dan might have showed up just a little bit late today, so he's getting some last-minute rules from Judge Mike. While Mike's giving him a little bit of insight into the course, because he did show up a little late, want to tell you that the Action Cafe has got you covered for all of your refreshment needs. Up front, they have drinks, snacks, a giant projector screen in there where you can watch the live stream. You can watch Dan ascend that first obstacle, so you won't miss a minute of the action, even if you stop to get a snack. A little later today, we're going to pop the Patriots game on, so you guys can watch during redemption time or afterwards. Yeah. Very nice. Dan using his tall frame, electing to skip that rope entirely. Little bit of a time saver there as he gets his way onto that next mat. Dan's basically a veteran at this point. He knows what he's doing as far as obstacles go. But he is a tall competitor, and these wind chimes are exhausting. Imagine climbing a tree with no branches, covered in vinyl that moves and has no roots. So essentially a wind chime. Oh, come on! Ah, just slips down. That obstacle is so grueling. That struggle is real. All right. Next up, Anna Taylor Yeramiba. This is her first year competing out of Ninja Mania. Her nickname is the Animal. Animal. Very nicely done, up on those steps. Whoops, she's got it. Taking the Patience Schreiber approach there. Catching her balance. Big step off. Fixes her hair in the middle of the obstacle. That is some serious focus right there. Very nicely done around that corner. Some high-level hip setting. Now Anna up on those wind chimes. Looks very comfortable up there. She's got a picture of a monkey on the back of her shirt, and I'll tell you what, I've seen monkeys that don't move as well as Anna is on these wind chimes. Oh no! Caught herself in a little bit of trouble there. Gosh, she looks so confident, and then just one move and everything went sideways. Well, the struggle is real on these wind chimes, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this next gentleman Rob's running to You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer, but he may be referring to his mustache because that thing is pristine. There you go, use the structure, Rob, that's it. Gets himself up on these steps. Rob was telling me earlier that he actually built a replica of this Astroglider out of some skateboards and some Bosu balls. I told him that better mean that you get through it. And he did, woo! Good thing, Rob. I was calling you out on that one. Now he's going to go jump right to that ring. Legs up. Oh, big time move. Oh, Angel hit the wrong button. He, you know what? I like that. I like it. I like that he was trying for it. That off-axis throw can really screw you up, though. He was one of our taller competitors, so if anybody was going to get it. All right, next up, Nikki DeSimone out of Jimja. Just waiting on a quick check. All right, second judge just had to come back, make sure we got it on point here. All right. Nikki is ready, locked and loaded, in the box. Now, Nikki is trying to get herself to a podium in the female young adult age group. She's been competing for Jimja for a few years now. Definitely has some high-level obstacle prowess. Her technique and experience are on point. There we go. Up the steps. Electing to go with that. If we were bodyboarding, we would call that the drop knee position. Pushed off with her hands. Keep that momentum going. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. Oh, boy. All right, now she's got herself in a situation. Oh, but couldn't reach out for it. Man. All right. Those gliders, Astro World, if it was a Mario World, it would probably be like World 7 or 8. It'd be really tough. Next up, another competitor from our Friday night mini course madness, Connor Galvin, an established and accomplished speedy ninja in his own right. We have not seen a buzzer press since Jay Lachey in that 2 spot, but if anybody can take this course down, it's going to be Connor. Big pull. Sets his hips. Very nice dismount. Connor's a 3-time NNL finalist. He's an A&W 11 rookie and made it to the national finals in his rookie season. He was also the first rookie to take on the Power Tower this year. We're a little lower to the ground here at Action Athletics, but he does a lot more work in that small space. Gets the foot to it. Not a wasted movement out of Connor Galvin. Hands are allowed. Here we go. Riding the Lightning. He's running to Metallica. He should be right at home on Ride the Lightning. Into the Spider-Verse he goes. Grabs the bar, little hop. Woo! Big hop. Big swing back and throw. Anybody who's taken it to the Power Tower knows that speed is the key. 48 seconds on the clock as he heads into this last upper body gauntlet. Very nicely done into wing, or into nutshell, sorry. Good control, good control. Woo! That is some of the cleanest wing nut technique I have ever seen. Wow. Very nice. Carbone himself would be happy with that wing nut technique. Making his way up the cargo net. Getting a little hung up, but he's got time on the clock. 10 seconds, it's climbing down. Connor Galvin is gassed out. Hits it. Woo! Well done, sir. Well done. Thanks for the drama. You earned that one, man. You earned it. Love it. I love a little drama, man. It gets everybody excited. Whew, I got goose tingles. My pits are sweaty. And we're only 10 people, 16 people in this first group. All right. Coming to the course next, representing champion. No, I'm just kidding. Jack Adams. Jack is a member of the Jimja Warrior New England Ninja Association team. It's his first NNL. Well, welcome, Jack. We are happy to have you. It says here that Jack has an amazing memory for football and American Ninja Warrior, things of that nature. Let's see if he can remember from the course video and the demos the proper way to make his way through these obstacles, and then applying that skill is just as difficult. Gets a good push, gets the step, stepping very gingerly, making sure he gets his feet where they're supposed to go. Gets the pull. He's got to use those long arms. Wow, look at him just reach out and close that gap. Now this off-axis dismount can be a little difficult, but he reaches his feet out, gets his hips under him. Now, veteran move. We saw some of the preteens do this as well. Get some shin action going. Oh, but he couldn't even get him up there. Pulled his pants up to try to get a little skin on the vinyl there. Next up. He didn't even pick a song. Somebody put on some gotta brush your teeth. My girls listen to it every night. Next up, none other than Jammin' Josh himself, Josh Schreiber. An A&W two-time veteran, member of the Action Athletics Ninja team, a fantastic musician, and piano teacher to 6-year-olds. Very nicely done. Makes his way up the steps. Josh really looking to make a name for himself this season in the Masters division. He has been training super hard to put together a great competition run. Individually, he's got obstacles in his repertoire, but it's a matter of putting them together in an order. He's been climbing like a madman, you can tell. Showing good grip strength here, good situational awareness. Can release on that to get his feet there and steps to it. Very nicely done. Jumps to both wind chimes. There he goes. Now he's got the soles of his feet on him, but you can see on his face he is working hard up there. Foot and foot. Hugging it like he hugs his kids. Hug it like you love it, Josh. Look at that figure 4 heel hook. Sets up his swing. That's it. Very nicely done. All right, fixes his hat. Gets some chalk. Ready to take on the more somewhat traditional style of obstacles here. Ooh. He is doing that, Lachey, double overhand grip with no thumbs. If you don't know what that means, you haven't been doing ninja long enough. Wow. Baboon-like grip out of his fingers. Josh really pushing hard. He's got to get this hip dismount, but his arms are just talking to him right now. 10 seconds left. Can he get through Ride the Lightning? He's got nothing left to lose. He either completes it or doesn't. 4, 3, oh, just nothing left in the tank. Nice job, old man. All right. So while we have a quick time out here for a battery change in all of our equipment, just another chance to remind you the raffle is still going on. We've got a raffle up front for a basket with over $250 worth of awesome merch in it. Tickets for that raffle are $5 a piece or 3 for $10. There's all sorts of delicious goodies up front at the Action Cafe. Drinks, refreshments, and most importantly, Action Athletics merch. We've got pint glasses, t-shirts, all sorts of giveaways. Ryan Stratus will be selling t-shirts if he's not already. I think he went to pick up some New Balances for tonight's competition. He'll be back at 5 o'clock to compete with the rest of the adults. But his shirts are up there for sale as well. So support these ninjas. Support the sport. Rep that awesome 10-year anniversary Ryan Stratus shirt proudly. And if you're looking for a new gym shirt or something to mow the lawn in, or maybe do some painting next weekend, might we suggest a nice Action Athletics What's Next shirt. All right, I've got the thumbs up from my hard-working live stream crew that we are back in action. Get it? I know Aiden does. Let's go. Representing Forte Ninjas. Big old crossover, my God. What muscles does this kid have in his arms that seemed possible? He's like, there you go. Taking the little humbling approach to Astro World. Wants to make sure he clears it. Taking no chances here. Excellent elevation into heavy metal rules. Closes the gap with those long limbs. God, those are great shots. When our photographer gets here in a little bit, I'm sure he's going to get plenty of awesome shots of those. Aiden making short work of those wind chimes. That may benefit him later. He saw Connor Galvin a minute ago go up there and get that buzzer. Oh! Stepped back and off. Just couldn't quite get the dismount. It does behoove a ninja to take just a little bit of extra time on that one to make sure you stick the landing. It can be a little tight in there. All right, next up, Blake Harrison. Sporting the very fashionable red and black pie pants. Pie pants, the official pants of ninjas who like stretchy pants. Blake running to an original track by one of his friends, the artist known as Black Jules, Julius Ferguson. Rap and ninja, they go hand in hand. There you go. Full send. It's a big moves out of Blake. I like that first part of the move, but I think our competitors still have yet to really hack this thing down to the second part of that move that'll make it worthwhile. Takes a lot of energy, which Blake seems to be okay with. Practically flossing his teeth with the wire up there. He's so high on those wind chimes. Sticks the landing. This guy's got some serious ninja chops if he can keep this up. Shows excellent technique. You can tell he practices. You can tell he takes his coach's direction. His body's very well organized, thinks his way through a course. Oh, just a step off. Blake could not get that big frame squared up over that second bouncy step and ride the lightning. Pretty good run out of Blake. Somebody's going to hack this heavy metal, I can tell. It's going to come. Next up, we've got Cole Manzolini. Competing for Strive Ninja. I haven't looked down the list to see if anybody else is running to Don't Stop Believing today, but if Cole's the only one, well, I'm okay with that. Here we go. Cole making their way up and over the... Very nice through Astro World. You're not going to see that done any smoother. Very nice. And across. Great to see this young athlete really starting to come into their own. Line it up. You got it. There you go. Very nice. For the love of the sport, just now. This is an obstacle against the wind. We expected to give these ninjas some trouble today. It's an oldie but a goodie, one that we dusted off. Oh, and just couldn't hang on. Very nicely done, Cole. All right, next up we have Brandon. They call him the Destroyer. Says here that he lifts 305. Doesn't say which lift, but no matter how you cut it, that's a lot of weight. Ask my old man. Not that he lifts that. That's how much he weighs. Here he goes, over the top. Brandon moving very well in those. Oh no! Just couldn't quite get the grab. He wanted it. Maybe just a little too much drag of the foot on the jump, a little too much. Next up, Alex Cordero. Alex apparently sponsored by Flex Seal. Flex Seal for all of your screen bottom boat repairs and paint cans that won't just stop leaking on your shelves. The Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack alive and well today on this ninja course. A really underrated track on that album. It's always trouble when they go too far. Nobody mess with me, familia. Up we go onto the wind chimes. Alex might want to get himself a little bit higher up there. He's got some ankles peeking out there of his joggers that might give him a little bit more stick to the wind chimes. Maybe a little Flex Seal on his hands would help to get some extra up there as well. Oh no, he's got a grab. Oh. There is not enough Flex Seal in the universe that could have kept him sticking to those wind chimes once it started to go. All right, next up, James Burns, rocking the now famous Part Ninja Dave Cavanaugh signature shirt. Whew, stood up a little too fast there. Whew, very nice. Ducks the shoulder under. Moving his way up. Showing excellent confidence on Astro World. All that momentum, doing himself very well. Ooh, just not enough on heavy metal, but a quick adjustment gets him right back. Take note, ninjas, that is how you do it. If you find yourself in a bad position, make the adjustment quickly. Holding on tight. There we go. Now James moving on, 1:15. That's pretty standard for getting to this point in the course. Very nicely done. Man, this young man is so coordinated. It's moving very, very well. But Ride the Lightning been given some of our most confident looking ninjas a little bit of trouble. Well done. James manages to get it locked down. Sends himself into the Spider-Verse. Good hop, and he's off. 36 seconds to go. Gets himself over. Breathing heavy. 25 seconds into high flying birds. Links the laches. Got to touch nutshell to complete it. There he goes. Makes the connection. One more move to complete nutshell. He's got 10 seconds. There it is. This would be the fastest cargo net completion of the day. James selling out and couldn't get it done, but a great run there. I don't have his age in front of me. Not sure if he's competing in young adults or adults, but either way, a fantastic run out of James. Okay. Next up, Aiden Doherty. Named after one of my favorite Bruins of all time, his ninja nickname, Seabass. Like Cam Neely and Dumb and Dumber, for those of you guys that don't get the second tier reference. The Bruins are playing tonight at 7. Not sure if we'll get out of here in time for that, but President Cam Neely doing a great job with that team this year, and Seabass himself doing a great job in this ninja course right now. This young man has put on so much muscle and athletic prowess in the last year or two. He's a hockey goalie. Sets his hips. Aiden just muscling his way through those wind chimes. Look at those forearms pumping it out. I told you this kid put on some muscle. If you want to go back and check the stats from last year and see his run, you can see just what a difference a year makes in a young ninja's life. Aiden's primed to get himself deep into the standings this year. There he goes. Just under a minute to this point. Aiden's putting together an awesome run. Look at that. Excellent hip hang. Nice job. You can tell that all the training that Aiden's been putting in is paying off. He's looking so confident out here. It's so amazing to see these young ninjas. Oh, just slip. We saw that happen earlier with Blake. Same thing happened to Aiden. He's in the stands. He's just like, I'm off the course. It's fun. Right into the crowd. All right. Hold up, hold up. Hold up, judges. Please pause. Or don't. Let him go. He's already off. Samir is laser focused. There was going to be no stopping him on this course. Certainly not for any kind of live stream. Samir is doing his best to reach, keeping his toes up off the gray floor. Oh, struggling to find the momentum. Trying to keep it going. This can be so frustrating. He's getting good advice from Coach Lucas. He's getting really good advice from Coach Lucas. There it is. Hard push off. There he goes. Come on. All right, Judge Mike calls it good. Woo! The struggle is real. He's got to get his hips in line with the green box. There he goes. Now he's got it. All right, about 43 seconds left as he heads into the wind chimes. Wow, look at the hops on Samir. Gets himself right up onto those wind chimes. All right, hold up, judges. Give us 1 second here just to get our live stream squared away. Our crack team is doing their best to make sure we capture all the action for parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, mothers. I said brothers, I said sisters twice, didn't I? It's been a long couple days. Words are coming, but albeit infrequently. While we're at it, give you just a quick update. The Patriots are playing today at 4:35, I think. 4:25? 4:25 the Patriots are playing today. We'll have the game for you on the screen up front. If you want to check it out, if you're sticking around for the later waves. The Bruins are playing at 7. Hopefully we'll be out of here before that game's over. Good to go? All right. And we're back. Next up, Jeff Snyder. Making his way through Thriller, making use of that structure. Jeff, a big, tall, powerful competitor. He's got excellent style, if I do say so myself, with the bald head and the beard. Big fan. It's a look that I, cultivated over the last few years. This is Jeff's second year competing in the NNL. He's competed on season 9 of A&W. Calls himself the Bionic Ninja because of a pacemaker. Well, his heart is definitely pumping through this obstacle. That is a lot of man to be hanging on those wind chimes. Come on, Jeff! Squeeze! Oh, man. That is a big frame to fit on that last wind chime, and boy, it can just be absolutely draining. You start out great, and then you get to that last one, you're just like, you've got to be kidding me. All right, next up, Chris White. Chris competed in Baltimore in 2019. He qualified last year and this year for NNL finals. So he's running for points here. He's also an ensign in the U.S. Coast Guard, keeping our waters safe. Should be very at home on the rocking back and forth and sliding of Astro World. Got his sea legs under him. There we go. Takes himself around the corner. Gets it set. This officer making himself a name on the ninja circuit with runs like this. Reaches out and grabs that ring, shows great lock-off flex. But now he's got to get himself lined up for the platform. Quick step there. Now up onto, there he goes. Big kickback. Let's see what he's got for Ride the Lightning. Now, somebody who spends a lot of time on boats should, but oh no! Oh, Chris, I had this awesome thing set up for you about sea legs. Maybe. Next up on the course, representing TA Fitness, we have J.D. Carrillo. There we are. Makes his way up. Step by step. Little known fact. The first name we were throwing around for this obstacle instead of Astro World was Dookie, named after Green Day's first album, which JD is running to a song from. So, life's all about connections. There he goes. Gets his legs up onto those wind chimes. Looks like JD pre-rolled his pants to make sure that he had plenty of shin contact, but he's just using the soles of his feet and some forearm traction. Whoop. Takes a second thought about that landing dismount. He's going one arm. There you go. He's action star helicopter in it. Looks great. It's kind of a tough technique. JD makes the connection across the salmon ladder. He spent a lot of pump on those wind chimes. Let's see what he's got for the rest of the course. Now, the last couple competitors have really struggled here with this Ride the Lightning obstacle. Very nicely done. All right, JD coming down the chute. 25 seconds. What can he check off? Got to touch the black bar. Getting Coach Lucas trying to call out for his hair. I didn't see it, so I can't. I'm not the judge. Can he throw a huge cat back? All right. It is a hard life out here being, you know, a ninja judge. Our judges are working hard. We want to make sure we get every call right, but it's not like we can call the offices in New York and have them go back and look at the footage. We'll make sure we give every competitor their due, especially our next one, Anna Asmodeo. Sorry if I butchered your last name. Anna trying to find room for both hands on those thriller pegs. There we go. Finds it. Now takes it up the steps. Very nicely done. Got to come down. Big push off. Very good. A little bit of a cautious approach there. She makes her way up and onto heavy metal. Woo! Takes that drop. Getting real low on it now. She's going to have to make some moves to get up to the next one. Look at that clamp. Woo! Right at the end of the grip. Coming around the corner on it. Pushes off. Again, that action hero. One hand, hang out. Looks fantastic. I love it. Sometimes makes it a little hard to line up the dismount platform. Great job, Anna. Those wind chimes are proven to be a difficult test for these ninjas today. Slide on over here, Adam. I've had a long time standing up, getting a little tired. Next up, Aiden Snyder, second year competing in the NNL. And when he's not doing this, he's rock climbing or playing video games. Sounds good to me, Aiden. As he heads up the steps. Competing out in Ninja Lab, another one of our upstate New York competitors, taking the time to come down here and do some obstacles with us. We really appreciate it. Obviously, he's a big fan of Neon, as are we. He's got to keep those legs up. Woo! Living dangerously. Right along that floor. Circling the hips around. Very nice. Now, another whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get him up there. It can be such a frustrating thing. That's it. There you go. Now he's got the bottom of the shoes there. You gotta hug him in tight. Hug him because you love him. Come on in. Oh, that is so much full body work. Man. Next up on the course, sporting that awesome What's Next shirt. Celebrate, established 2012, celebrating nearly 8 years of being in business. Gosh, I can't believe we've been doing this long. Michaela Holman. This is a ninja who is everything we love about the sport. Somebody who's constantly leveling up, trying to put herself in a position to get stronger every day. Up she goes on these steps. Taking a very cautious approach, wants to make sure she gets herself set. Now she sends it. All right, all green is on here on this glider. There she goes. Michaela has really formed herself into a ninja through our class program. She's leveled up. Coach Paulina giving her encouragement and tips every day. Even little things like you look at that hip movement. She's trying to get her timing down. Oh, now she's got to dig deep. Find a way. There we go. Now, can Michaela get enough momentum? This close to the ground. Wants it. But low. Whoa, look at that. Oh, no. That fingertip grab was so close. She literally had like first knuckle up there. Nope. What's There we go. All right. Want to make sure we got the right competitors up here. This is Ethan. I would hate to call him Aiden the whole time, especially because I know who Aiden is. All right, Ethan. Let's see what you got for the course. Looking like Nathan Drake out here with his holsters on. It's getting to be Halloween time. Oh, man. Now he's really looking like Nathan Drake. In case you don't know who that is, it's from Uncharted. Great video game series. Running to call me, maybe. I like this guy's style. There you go, Ethan. Very nicely done. I don't know if there's anything official in the NNL rulebook about carrying firearms on the course, but I hope that holster is unloaded. Doesn't look like there's anything heavy hanging in there. There we go. Looking good so far. Let's see if he can get a little extra stickum. His forearms are getting in there tight. He's also got good grip around the top. But those legs are working hard. Oh, man. Just pumped him out. That is tough. It is like, I don't care how good you are at those wind chimes. I don't care how good you are at those wind chimes. I mean, myself, I've probably done them thousands of times. They never get any easier. All right, very good. Just wanted to check and make sure our course was clean and reset. All right, next up, we've got an A&W Junior veteran, National Ninja League World Final veteran, the Peace Warrior, Peace Lopez. Skateboards, she does parkour. Says she only does ninja part-time. Very nicely done. Well, she's very good at this part-time ninja gig, I'll tell you that much. Look at that arm reach. Woo! This dreadlock's just looking spectacular. Oh, no! Oh! Wow, Peace. That move is so in her wheelhouse. Man, just maybe having a little too much fun out here. I think that's all it is. Okay, next up, a young man who is a threat to finish this course. He is a National Ninja League World runner-up. One of the fastest ninjas we're going to see today in that young adult age group. Out of the Warrior Factory in Rochester, Aiden Wood. Quick, oh gosh, needs a push. Needs a clean. Gets to his toes, the awareness there. Woo! That's it, right into it. That's it. Aiden getting on and off this obstacle quickly. You got to grab it. You got to hug it to you. You got to squeeze it with your legs. Then you got to get off it. No hesitation into leftover salmon. With a half-up move, he's got himself crossed up. Takes the 90-degree lache around. Now around into Ride the Lightning. Doesn't want to take a chance here. Saw a couple other fast competitors go down. But one step and off. All right, now he has got to fly through this back half. 1:13 on the clock. Touches the bar. And big hop. Woo! And off. That was very clean. 1 foot and up around the corner. A minute left to go. He is flying. Very nice. Using those long arms. When you can static like that, it makes these things go a lot faster. Now into the cargo net with 41 seconds. Big jump to just, oh, that jump might have caught him up just a little bit. He's still got lots of time on the clock, but he's coming for that #1 spot. Reaches for it and grabs. Woo! 154 for Aiden Wood. It's been a long time since I saw, oh, there it goes. All right, I was gonna say it's been a long time since I saw Jay Lewis still holding on to that spot, 151. It might have been that jump into the cargo net that got Jay, or maybe that little hesitation on the Astro World. Either way, if it's coming down to 3 seconds on a finish, that young adult division, whew, that's gonna come down to some serious chops. All right. So we head into our next competitor. Matthew Tortorello, the landlord ninja, sporting those pie pants. There we go. And down he goes into step by step. Nicely done. Gets a good push. Needs a second push. Rides it. Oh, got to keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Ah, fingertips. Very nice poise out of Matthew. Gets a little hung up in the cross swing of this, but fixes it quickly. Now he's got himself in the pocket. Trying to figure out the right combination of hips and arms to get himself lined up here. Very nice. Wind chimes, hugging him. Like a little baby sloth, just up there on the wind chimes. There he goes. Arms and legs, arms and legs. Little push off. So that one arm spin, you guys have heard me talk about that Action Hero one arm spin. Looks great, taxes your grip, makes it sometimes hard to line up. As Coach Joe Dubuque would be happy to tell you at any time, when in doubt, match. As Matt makes himself over into Ride the Lightning. Gets a little speed wobble, but then pins it down. Across the top. Avoids the Schreiber child. And up over the top. Now into the Spider-Verse he goes. Whoa, no! Fail. Just tripped over this. Yeah. Tripped right over the trampoline there. He got a little ahead of himself. Good job, man. All right. Next up in the young adult division, they call him the Magician. No, the Red Sox didn't just win. Mike, gotta be back here. There he goes. Tyler's got a course at his house that he trains on, puts in the work. Plays, whoa, whoop. Called him out on the wall. That was a pretty hard shoulder check into the wall. An absolute bummer. Especially because Tyler is one of the fastest young ninjas out here. Always a threat. That's not the last we'll see of Tyler for sure. I mean, heck, he's been coming here for like 5 years. We just can't seem to get rid of him. Next up, Jacob Coria. Second year in the NNL. Rocking that old school Def Jam, Run DMC. The hi-hats, the bells. Steps across. Push and go. Now into heavy metal. Tries to line up. That's where you use the action hero hang. Jacob high up on those wind chimes. Getting some good coaching from his sideline. He's been up on these wind chimes for a while. That is a lot of muscle tension. He wants to make sure he's got it, but those forearms are burning, and it just gassed him out. All right. Next up, your reigning NNL Teen Division World Champion, now competing as a young adult. That's what happens to kids that get older. Drew Becker, setting out to put a hurt on this course. He knows it can be done. He knows it can be done quickly. He's seen Aiden do it. He's seen Jay do it. He's seen Blake do it. Can he do it? Is there enough neon in his system? Jumps up into those wind chimes. A lot of skin happening up top. Plenty of friction in that great looking action tank. There he goes, right into his next transition. 1:36 to this point. Gets the 90-degree transition. Oh, no! How many times are we going to see that today? Ninjas that look like they've got this dialed in, and they just underestimate the diciness of Ride the Lightning. All right, next up, a member of the Action Athletics adult team. A man who has formed himself into a ninja, speaks many languages, both programming and otherwise. An excellent bassist. A world traveler. An experienced gentleman in the Masters division, Mark Respis. He's trying to get his hand out from underneath. There he goes. There's the long grab. A reach out. There he goes. And gets it done. Needs to get a little blood back in those forearms. Taking a very cautious approach here. Up on step by step. Doesn't want to take anything for granted. Mark is out here to complete as many obstacles as he possibly can. There he goes, going about his business. Nice little John Coltrane in the background. Keeps him nice and relaxed. All right, here we go. This is going to be a test for Mark right here. Heavy metal. Grabs it. Look at the biceps on Mark. He's got to stay high. Got to find the momentum. Needs that momentum. Needs to get active with it. This is that position we were talking about during the rules walkthrough where you have to stay active or this will pump you out. He's doing his best. Oh my God. Fighting, scratching, and clawing. But heavy metal just relentlessly. Oh my goodness. And could not pull himself up from the pit of despair at the bottom of heavy metal. All right, next up, an early exit from NNL World Finals last year, much like a lot of ninjas who had high hopes that went unfulfilled, but his hacking of obstacles in stage one did not daunt his spirits, came back and tested, came back trained harder, and is primed this year to make an impact. Two-time A&W junior veteran, Jonathan Godbout, running to John Denver. John showing a lot of control on this course. Chalk boy Nolan LaJoy holding handfuls of chalk to give him at the most opportune of moments. John really flexing it out there on top of those wind chimes. Going to try not to pump himself out, but realizes he can't go through the PVC. He's got to go around it. Jonathan competed here during our Friday night mini course madness. Believe he won 2 rounds in mini course madness. Moving well, he's got to keep breathing. Getting some encouragement from teammate. Around the corner. Very nicely into. Almost too much power heading into. Woo! That was the hop. Hard to say his time to this point. He's 50 seconds. Very nicely across. No hesitation. This is a fast run, but he needs to keep it up. Needs to keep it up. Links the Lachey. Very quickly through here. He's got 30 seconds left. If he can get up that cargo net, he's got to get up that cargo net quickly. Oh, getting his feet hung up. Come on, John, you got to scratch and claw for it. There he goes. Taking his time, making sure he gets each step. Woo!
Hi.
After that amazing run by Jonathan, we've got another fantastic young adult competitor. Going to do a little bit of course maintenance here. We want to make sure Evan Wenzinger gets himself every opportunity. Can I see that young adult leaderboard real quick? I missed it. My young daughter. Oh, that puts Jonathan 209, 4th place. Blake Firo with the first run of the day, still hanging in there at 204, and Jay Lewis with the second run of the day, sitting in that top spot. So all you ninjas that are like, well, if I go first, I might as well cash in the comp because I'm not going to do anything. There you go. And the female division, even with that heavy metal snafu, it turns out, oh, I see what's going on here. So even though she came across the plane and fell backwards, Peace did still complete heavy metal. So we're giving her credit for that one, which puts her in first place. She was moving very fast to that point. If she could have just stayed on that platform and made it onto the wind chimes, who knows what could have happened. In our adult division, no surprise there. Connor Galvin sitting atop the adult division with the only finisher of that course. I know we'll see a few more before the day is done. And in our Masters division, the Landlord Ninja, Matt Tortorello, sitting in the top spot with Josh Schreiber in number 2. And here goes Evan. Evan's got all the skills that it takes to complete this course. He is an A&W Junior veteran, an NNL World Championship veteran. He's competed here many times, doing the spin cycle technique through Thriller. All right. I like your style, Evan. Very nice. Evan, another ninja from upstate New York. If you ever never spent any time in the Finger Lakes region, do yourself a favor. Go up there, take a long weekend, go to wine country. Oh boy, you can do it, Evan. He's gonna time it out, wait for it to come to him. Look at that, not a problem. Making his way through like the waters over Cayuga Falls. Now up onto the wind chimes. Like the hallowed bells of Cornell University, he's swinging from the wind chimes. Very good, keeps his feet on it. He's got to use his legs. There we go. Got to pinch with those legs. There's so much. Oh, no. Woo. Looks like he just ran out of gas. That was a lot of energy. I think I told the competitors during the walkthrough we were going to test their cardio today, and man, are we ever. Next up, Carlos Salvat. People think I don't have a mind for remembering these things, but Carlos ran first for us last year at this NNL qualifier, I believe in either the teen or the young adult division. I remember these kids from year to year, and it's so cool to see them come up and run, get better, progress. Looks like Carlos has been doing the training. He's looking very strong. Big push off. All right, he's through Astro World. Carlos, the nickname is CJ because he's Carlos Jr., not to be confused with Carl's Jr., which no one should ever eat at, ever, 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 if you ever have the opportunity to not. Oh, same thing as teammate Peace Lopez. Just couldn't, he got the credit for heavy metal, but just couldn't stick the landing. Yes, my daughters just went nuts that they're playing this song. Oh, I was really digging that one. All right, Sophia, set it off. Yet another A&W junior competitor. We got to come up with some kind of nickname for Sophia because she is so darn fast, so competitive. She's coming for that number 1 spot. Peace Lopez has been, ooh, okay, still clean. Peace Lopez is sitting atop the female division, but we will see if that will hold up right after this obstacle. Her brother Evan ran earlier. I'm sure he gave her a little bit of feedback, some tips. Wow, Sophia looking so under control. And, and with that completion, I think she may have just moved into the number 1 spot, but she's coming for more. She's gonna wrap her legs up. Notice she got her shin on the front side of the wind chime and then her calf on the back of the other. Running to one of my favorite songs from the movie Cars. Very nice. And with that, Sophia moves herself into first place. But she's coming for more. She knows there's still more competitors to run, including Ali Murto, a fellow Nina competitor. Big up move from Sophia. Wow. She is just on point today. Sticks the tongue out a la Michelle Workey, looking a little gassed. She's going to take some deep breaths here and see if she can keep it together long enough to check off, ride the lightning, and get herself into the Spider-Verse. She got you again, Truebecker. Now, Sophia heads into the Spider-Verse. Sticks it, got to touch that red bar, or that black bar, rather. There we go. And got to pull through. Oh, just couldn't get the hips to line up. Wow. There we go. And with that run, Sophia sets a high bar for the female division, which she always does. Next up, Spencer Fielding, making his way up into the Thriller. Using that Evan Wensinger technique, sort of opening the door, closing the door, trying to get himself coordinated here with only room for really one hand on each of those holds. You either have to have superior grip strength or come up with these creative techniques to get yourself on and off the obstacle. Great job for Spencer. Gets his balance right. Oh, steps back on Astro World. Been a while since we've seen a competitor go down on that one. I thought we may have had it dialed in there. All right, now, next up, a young man known as Airtime. 2 years ago at NNL Finals at the Edge, this kid pulled off one of the most ridiculous moves I've ever seen in my life, flying off a box through the air. It wasn't 3 o'clock in the morning. I think at that point it might have been, I don't know, in the afternoon at some point. All those days ran together, but he earned himself the nickname of Airtime. Colby Wu. He's here to get redemption on this course for his teammate Tyler Chasen. Both of them move with efficiency very quickly. Here comes the Airtime. There he goes. Donk. A little too much power. Somebody's going to figure that obstacle out. That move can shave a couple seconds off if you've got it dialed in. Oh, no. Colby. All right. We'll take a look at it, make sure we get it right. Cut his fingernail. All right, Colby Wu will be fine, I'm sure. He's taking harder falls than that. Might not be fine on Tuesday when he shows up for practice. We beat that out of him. All right, next up, we got T-Dips, Tyler Dipple. Step into the start line. He is a veteran of the Action Athletics Ninja Qualifier, NNL. Always a staple around here. Tends to compete pretty well at this course, so let's see what he's got today. There we go. Can anybody catch up to Connor Galvin and hit that buzzer at the end of this course? I think Tyler might have something for it. He's got great cardio. Needs to keep it together. Taking it around the corner. There he goes. Tyler, one of the taller competitors out here, he's able to reach out and get that, but That is short-lived because once you've got, now he's got the wind chimes to contend with. Whew, get your sunglasses out. Those thighs have not seen the light of day in quite some time. Come on, Tyler. Squeeze it like a watermelon between those thighs. There he goes. A rare recovery on the wind chimes. He's using a lot of energy, but still alive. Circle hipping around. Needs to get himself to the platform to complete this obstacle. Oh. There you go. Now he's got it lined up. Woo! That was a lot of heat coming off those thighs. He used a lot of energy on that obstacle. Let's see if he can keep it together. 36 seconds left to check off some obstacles here. You could hold your breath and do this if you had to for 30 seconds, Tyler. Come on. You got to dig deep and go. Whoa, another competitor struggling on Ride the Lightning. Those legs get real shaky after all that expenditure on those previous obstacles. Gleaming the cube around. And now he's got to get to that black bar. Spider-Verse done. And, oh. Here's what I love about Ninja. Tyler Dipple and Sophia LaValle had the exact same finish. She is a young adult woman. He is a full-grown man. I love Ninja. I love it. I love this sport. It's so egalitarian. Obstacles are obstacles. All right. Our final competitor in Wave 1, Ali Murto. Ali through the first obstacle. Steps up. Ooh, good save. Keeps herself on point. Now, she saw Sophia LaValle finish into the Spider-Verse, and that's all Ali's trying to do is get past that point to get herself to that #1 spot. That's not all she's trying to do. She's coming for a buzzer, but if she can get there, takes the drop, showing excellent poise here. Look at the flex on Ali. But might have released at just the wrong time. Her hips trying to line up with that wood ring. There she goes. Now she's got it in line. Just took a little doing. Sets her hips. Gonna take it clockwise around the bend. There we go. All right, clear. If she clears this obstacle, it'll definitely move her into second place ahead of Peace. Look at that flex out on Ali Murto. Be careful if you ask for a hug from Ali later. She will squeeze the life out of you. Going arms first, a risky proposition. She can't go through the PVC. She's got to go around it. Oh, there's the ring. That life-saving ring got her off the wind chimes and into a more comfortable position. And with that, she moves into second place. The time's going to run out before she makes it too much further down the course. Thanks. Oh, whew. You okay? Man.
like, we'll go over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for us getting all of our stuff together. Now, we do have another wave of masters and adults to run, but our young adults are done. So let me get all my young adult competitors out to the main floor. Young adult competitors out to the blue floor. We're going to give away some hardware. Young adult, it's impossible to get these teenagers to do anything. Young adult competitors, get to the main floor. I'm going to give you medals. Give us just 1 second here. Noah Bittner. Noah. All right, so young adult ninjas. First of all, big round of applause for all of our young adult ninjas who came out here today. That is clearly a division. You know what I love about it? That's the division with kids who grew up doing this sport, who are now really coming into their own early with full-size adult bodies, but not any of the sensibilities of an adult who may want to, keep yourself from dying. So you guys are young enough, too old to, what is it? Too young to know better and too old to care? Or is it the other way around? Sure, why not? I'm just BSing anyway till these guys pull the numbers together so I can give away stuff. Yeah. Oh, hell, man. So we can do the ladies. Fantastic. So there are some qualifying spots to give away. Not in the... Beep. You kidding me? All of you guys showed up here. You're already qualified? So just for sensibility, that's all you want to do it, for points? Okay, fine. We'll give you medals anyway. In third place, completing heavy metal rules in 38:59, Peace Lopez. In second place, completing against the wind chimes in 2:06:89, Ali Murto. And in first place, completing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the soundtrack, Sophia LaValle. Congratulations, ladies. Wear your medals proudly. I'm sure they're the coolest things hanging up on your cork boards at home. I don't know. That's where I keep mine. Anyway, are we good to go for the boys? Fantastic. So we do have some qualifying spots to give away here. I'm going to start at the bottom. So for anybody who's going, wait, that first qualifying spot, you guys stick close by. We have this awesome photographer here who wants to take your picture. Don't go too far, ladies. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Come back up. Come back. Just stay. Just stay. See this guy with the big beard? He wants to take your picture when this is all done. All right. Qualifying spot. I'm going to read up from the bottom. So it bumped down to 8 and then went up from there. In 8th place, our first qualifying spot goes to Christopher Hergut. Christopher, where are you? He left? He left. All right, well, he's qualified, so that's good. Our next qualifying spot goes to JD Carrillo. Where's JD? There you go, stand up. And our last qualifying spot, because all three of our top three were already qualified, goes to James Burns. There we go. All right, now, in 3rd place, completing the course, we actually had 4 finishers, and it came down to time. In 3rd place, completing the course in 2:04:40, Blake Firo. In 2nd place, completing the course in 1:54:16, Aiden Wood. And completing the course in a time of 1:51.65, Jay Lewis. Well done, gentlemen. Enjoy that hardware. All right, ladies, hop back up there. Qualifiers, come on down front. And we'll get a picture of everybody. There we go. All right. Parents and photographers. Great job. And, oh, Drew, your phone is so sparkly. It's such a sparkly phone. I love it. All right, guys, so we're going to give you redemption time, all right? If you are an adult or a master who is here for the later division, you may not be on the obstacle floor. You may not be anywhere near the obstacles. This redemption time is for young adults. Yeah, I think we can't do redemption time for masters and adults as far as I know.